Hello, welcome back to the channel. So today, got another normal Prime War. We're up against Imperium. I've never heard of them, but today we're gonna keep trying to learn Sack. In a warrior, I want to try out. Yesterday I mentioned pipes, but I think hotspot will work really well because his reflection. While if I think it specifically excels at killing outposts, because if they're hurting him, he's just reflecting the damage back, right? And then his G1 core is really good. And then I'm just gonna give him Forge of Solus. That'll give him hack immunity against any outpost with Peacemaker on them. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be trying today. Hop right in. All right, we got base 1 here. This actually isn't really a good base to sack. We're gonna need probably 3 jumps and not even get everybody. So a walk would just make more sense here, to be honest. So we'll jump twice into the back. There are mines around these outposts, and I can't get them both in one jump anyways. Yeah, there's a mine right at the front here, so we're just gonna go in the back. One jump over here. And then hopefully we can reach that right one. Nice. And then he's just gonna teleport back down here. He'll hit some mines. Wait for the effects to wear off. Build bots. So we've got Cryo, don't care, Lightning Rod, Fire Dome, and FFT. So we'll take out the FF. I guess we'll just go for the fire. Okay, I guess I missed. I was gonna go for the Fire Dome here, but that's okay. We should have waited long enough. Get everyone down. Oh. That should be too far away to affect any shields, but just to be safe. And then we'll stun all the outposts. Work on these fire domes. Hotspot ability. The shield gen isn't activated, so we don't need to worry about it. And then we'll start using Sunstreaker on the left. Take out this far side of the base missile launcher. Get a aerial shield up. Task it on the bottom. Just gonna get hotspot on top of the shock tower, or the leech is what I cared about. Sunstreaker far side. Task it to help wipe up. And yeah, pretty much it. Again, walking would have made more sense, to be honest, but like with practicing, if I can get to a point where I can sack bases even when it doesn't make sense, I can definitely sack the ones where it does. So, oh yeah, just one down. All right, we got base 2 here. Another base where really, to be honest, doesn't make much sense to sack. I'm gonna have to jump to the back, then hopefully I can jump in to get all 3 of those. So check the build bots. So Fire Dome, Ray Blocker, Fire Dome, Cryo don't care, Acid don't care. So notably no FFTs. And then Leech on front of the base. So Leech is on the left side, so I'm gonna go for the right side. Yeah. Alright, so get these 2. Then hopefully I can get all 3 of those. Nice. Go for the Ray Blocker first, just because when you're dealing with all the outposts, you don't want to get overwhelmed. Okay, I should have rushed onto the base so that they walk forward. I'm not sure what's stunning. Alright. So now they'll start to walk down. We can stun them all. Ratchet heal bomb. Alright, and then we'll use Sunstreaker at the bottom to take out these spider mines. And then aerial boost. Yeah, this. Yeah, like I said, this base just did not make sense to sack. Okay, just gonna walk it next time. Alright, second try. We're just gonna walk it. Because like this really doesn't make sense to sack. It's a reminder of the build bots. The only ones we care about really are Fire Dome here and here. There's a raid blocker here, but we'll take it out with a bunch of other stuff too. And then this only reaches to this point, so I'll just be using. I'll take this one out first, and then we can just start taking out the bottom. So yeah. Slug in the corner. Rush up to distract. Take out the Fire Dome. Get everyone else down. Alright, Sunstreaker will work on the bottom. Taskid will start in the front, right in front of us. Track Smoke down, because the build bots, notably no F50s. Now we'll work on the top Fire Dome. It's also why I kind of like Taskid for these frontliner bases. He can hit a lot of area, specifically when they're cluttered. When they're spaced out, he doesn't hit too much, but when they're cluttered like this in a frontliner base, he can hit. He gets basically just more value because there's more buildings to hit, right? So that helps. And yeah, we walk it. It's a breeze. Yeah, base 2 down. Alright, we got base 3 here. Yeah, another base which really does not make sense to sack. So there's mines like right between these outposts and here. So I'll be able to grab this one if I go to the bottom, and then I can grab the top ones, but that's about it. We'll look at the build box real quick. Raid blocker, don't really care. FFD, zone heal, don't care. Anti-hack, don't care. And another zone heal, or raid blocker, don't really care. So notably, no Fire Dome, so we're gonna use, or lightning rods, so we're gonna use Sunstreaker quite a bit. Yeah. So go to the bottom here. And okay, still hit the mine. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, it's kind of why I don't like sack that much. Like, place some mines for the outposts, and I don't know what you're supposed to do. Different bots obviously have better ways of. Like, Cup isn't the only sack bot. But like I don't know. There's mines like around here and like here. And okay, you just build it back. Yeah, there they are. So there's one on the right side too. So like even if I want to do someone like Afterbreaker, like I don't know, I just don't feel like I'm doing anything that you can't also do with a normal walk. To be honest. And then this isn't the sack's fault, but it's very messy. Oh, I just walked right into this cave. There's the leech. And reminder, we didn't even get to the top 2 outposts, so still need to deal with them like we normally would, but now we don't have a new spot. So yeah, I don't know. Not hiding it very well, but personally, not really a fan. There are bases where it makes sense to sack, and there are bases that it doesn't. But yeah, moving on. Base 3 down. Alright, we got base 4 here. It is yet another base, which doesn't really make sense to sack. And all the mines are around these outposts, so I can't get all 5 of them. Let's take a look at the build bots. So FFD, Fire Dome, Acid don't care, Fire Dome, Cryo don't care. So the 2 Fire Domes and FFD. Yeah. So we'll wait for the minion to deploy. There we go. And then we'll grab 1 here. And okay, and that's all we're getting because cool. Go for the Fire Dome. And then we should be able to one-shot this with Kremzeek. Nice. And then take out the FFD. Start using Sunstreaker. Can use Tazkid for the close-up stuff. Liege is unprotected by the shield gen, so she's gonna get on top of that. Nice. We'll go for the shield gen too. Hopefully with all the Sunstreaker damage, should just go down. Perfect. We'll take out the left side. I don't know how I'm gonna pop these now because no rook. And then there's nothing to rush the warrior to, so finish off the MDS. And then I start walking up right tracks. Alright. Yeah, great sack. Base 4 down. Alright, we got base 5 here, the commander. Finally a base that does make sense to sack. And I've done this many times against this base. I like to do rook sack. So yeah, just gonna deploy him by the shuttle. And then at the bottom of the outpost should be in range of everything. Nice. Wait for all the abilities to be used. Build bots, so Lightning Rod, FFD, Fire Dome, Acid don't care, Fire Dome. So we'll take out the FFD is way in the back, so we don't. I'm not worried about it for right now. But we will take out the Lightning Rod. And then I'm gonna just get Slug down. Everyone else down. We'll get Track Smoke. We'll stun everything with Tazkid and okay, nice. Wrong Bobot. We'll go for the Fire Dome. I'm not sure why I'm having trouble keeping Ratchet alive. That is a little bit concerning. Hopefully we can two-shot this. Nice. I'll go for the shield gen. Then execute it. Nice. Go for Leech in the back. We'll use Task Hit on the right side. Hopefully I can use Slug one more time. Nice. Get on top of the defenses, just help distract. One more Track Smoke. So a little messy. Again, I'm not really sure why Ratchet keeps dying. Maybe I'll look into that a little bit. But regardless, we got it. Commander down. Alright. So we ended with a 290. To be honest, this was the least fun I've had doing a war in a long time. I'm really not a fan of this sack strategy. It doesn't make sense for some bases, so maybe I'll try it again for certain bases if it makes sense. I've practiced it quite a bit on bases where it makes sense, and like it's not that hard, so I'm pretty comfortable doing it now. But yeah, I don't think I'll be doing this for a while. I don't enjoy it as much as walking. Not saying it's a bad strategy, just personally I like walking better. So if there's any bots you want to see in walk, feel free to comment, let me know. If I don't see any bots that you guys want to see, I'll probably just keep practicing my walk squad. It's relatively new, so I don't mind practicing it. Yeah, so that's all I've got for this one. So if you're still here, thanks for watching. If you learned something, please leave a like. If you keep coming back, a sub would be appreciated, and I'll see you next time.